Welcome back. Okay, so now we've got this. We're going to push back. So when you're thinking color, just think of a cheerleader. And so what does a cheerleader say? A cheerleader says, push it back, way back. Okay? And what they do is the way they do is they give you lots of compliments. They say, oh my God, I love your shoes. Where did you get those shoes? I'm going to get some shoes just like that. Mom, I want some shoes just like that. Oh my God, where did you get your shoes? Where did you get your nails done? Oh, and they give you all these compliments, and then you just gray. You just go, oh, stop. So by the compliments, they're graying you back. And that's the same thing with your painting. So if you want to gray back your color, do the cheerleader and say, push it back, way back. And you push it back by using complement. So complement in color is the other side of your color wheel. So your primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. All right. So those will be, if you put all the primaries together on top of each other, you get mud. And so that's kind of just an ugly mud because they don't like each other. But if you mix your two complements, if you mix two of your primaries together, like red, let's say yellow and blue, you get green. So that works. So that would be your secondary color, and that would be what you're going to use for your keys. You know, you say, okay, this is a green painting, or if you put red and blue together, you're going to get a purple painting. And that's how you start to key your painting. You key it. Then my purple is going to be way too strong. So I'm going to add some yellow or orange, and that's going to gray it. Or if I have green, and if the green's too strong, I'll add some red, and that will gray it, and that will push it back. So think about when you're doing your paintings that you're literally painting with a series of just toned grays, and that will give you a little bit more realism. Now here I'm putting in a pretty strong blue, and that would be called broken color. If I put in really strong color, I'm going to call that broken color. And when I do a painting, I put colors next to each other and I let the eye mix the color. Now it gets a little bit crazy. So if I want a green, I might put a blue and a yellow next to each other and let the eye mix it. And that would be called broken color. And that gets really fun, you guys. So hopefully you'll get to that point and you can play with paint like that. So you can see this is really strong, these edges, which will be an attention getter, and I want to keep you guys over here. So I'm going to take a damp brush and just tap the edges of these brush strokes, and it will soften it. There we go. All right, so we got that. I'm going to put a little green bush right here, just because it was kind of fun. So that'll go right here. So you start with the shape first. And watercolor is transparent, so it will, you'll see behind it. But Arthur, this paper is really holding up. So I was able with this little wash area right here to get rid of the paint underneath, which is interesting. Because generally it'll stain the paper and stay there. So that's something to think about. Again, this is the first time I'm using this paper, so kind of gutsy. But then again, why not? What do you got to lose? All right, so we got that. We'll leave that for that right there. And then we're going to have the poles here. Let's put another one here, taking us back, guiding our eye. And then we'll take back over here. And then we're going to go over this way. So we're going over that bend or whatever it is. Hey, I was outside once. We went on a cruise, and we went to the Canary Islands. I thought it was going to be like one of those bird places, like a bird store, but they actually have these islands called Canary Islands. And we went on a camel ride, and the camels were outside, and we were on the camel, and that's what it reminds me of. It was interesting. The camels were big, like big dogs with weird humps on their back. But we didn't ride on the humps. We were on kind of like a I don't know what you call it, kind of a saddle or something on the sides. The camel looked at me and it just said "Oy vey," and I said, "What?" And it goes, "You're not getting on my back. You're on a cruise, man. You're eating too much." But they made it do it. I tried to be cool. I tried to think light. All right, here we go. So this is here, and then this straight line is going to guide the eye. So got like that. I'm going to put another straight line this way. So it goes this way and brings me back. Boom. Straight, straight. So there's a lot to think about when you're doing a painting. You're taking the viewer on a journey. A little gray there. That's fun. See that? Arthur, this is watercolor. See that? That works. Cool. Tap, tap, tap. Never miss an opportunity to dip your brush into something wet. Like that. That's wet. So as it's drying, you continue to tap the brush in there. All right, let's see how we're doing. And we're at 6 minutes. It's starting to work. Do, 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 do. Okay, we're gonna leave this area open. Now, let's, that's probably a good time to take a little break because we're gonna move into the next part. Okay.